Wars in China.
Probably because they're so like techie and like I feel like that's like their everyday life.
I guess so.
You
With
know?
lightsabers, yeah. Right.
Yeah, like I feel like they probably could create a lightsaber.
So
They're so smart.
they decided. I was reading an article. They decided the real official title is Solo: A Star Wars Story. They're actually going to take a Star Wars story out of the title for China, and I think they're calling it like Renegade Solo or Rebel Solo or something like that.
Oh yeah, like they're gonna be tricked by that.
Well, that's what they're trying to trick them.
Yeah,
Like they're idiots.
Yeah, come on.
Well, that's how desperate Disney is to try to make some money from this because I'm pretty sure they think it's going to flop here in the United States.
It is going to flop.
So they need to get some money overseas, and all the other Star Wars movies flop. Like Last Jedi only made $41 million, which is a joke.
In China or in all of Europe?
In China. $41 million in a country that populated, the most populated country in the world. Yeah, not very good.
Yeah.
So they're trying to trick them by taking the Star Wars part of it out.
Yeah, they're not stupid. Han Solo, gee, what could that be? Oh, it's Star Wars.
Right.
Like, how dumb do they, like, how stupid?
And I saw another trailer. It was slightly different than the one they showed on TV. And, people don't care about the Han Solo character. At the end of the day, people don't care about the Han Solo character. When you really think about it. That character's been done a million times.
Yeah.
The guy kind of did bad stuff and then he becomes a hero, he redeems himself. No, people cared about Harrison Ford. That's what made the character so good. It was not the actual character, it was the guy playing it.
Yeah.
And I've seen this guy in these commercials, and it's only a short trailer, but not impressed.
Yeah.
He's not Harrison Ford. I mean, he doesn't have the Harrison Ford charisma, I don't see. To be honest, they probably should have just made They probably should just made like a Lando movie. Because we don't really know too much about Lando.
Yeah.
Nobody really. In the end, does anybody care how Han Solo met Chewbacca? Do you care? I don't.
I don't, but I know there's people that do.
There's not a lot of people. I don't think.
Dan does.
No. He's like the only person that's excited for this movie.
Yeah. He really is. Out of all the people we know, he's like the only one. So we'll have to get his opinion on it.
Because I'm pretty sure I've talked to Bob, who we had special guest star with Dan, and I'm pretty sure he's not that excited about it. So a lot of people I've been talking to in personal life are not too excited.
I mean, I'm not. I was never excited about it when I heard about it. Like they were thinking about it, and I was like, that would be awful.
Well, I did read an article where one guy and he said everything. I forget who wrote it or where it was. It might have been Forbes magazine or something. But he said literally everything I said, which was he actually hopes this fails. He hopes this movie is a complete and utter failure, so that Disney gets away from the single offshoot Star Wars movies.
Yeah, I agree. I
mean, we got Rogue One, and that was great, but I think that was
a fluke,
an anomaly. First of all, it had like one of the coolest scenes in history, which wasn't even in originally. They added that in like right at the end of it with Darth Vader killing everyone. That wasn't even supposed to be in it.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic movie.
It was good, but nobody. I don't think a lot of people really care about the offshoot.
No, I'm a big time. I don't want to see these movies, and I did say that about Rogue One, and I've eaten my words on Rogue One, but these offshoots, we don't need them. Like at least Rogue One kind of contributed to the Star Wars story as a whole.
Right.
These offshoot things are just to make money.
And the guy said in the article exactly what I've been saying since day one and since I heard about this. And he said, does anybody care how Han Solo became Han Solo? No. We saw him become the hero, redeem himself. He comes back in A New Hope because he left, and he comes back to save Luke. He shoots Darth Vader's ship and everything. And
right.
That was it. Oh, okay, cool. Han Solo redeemed himself. He's the hero now. That's all you need. You don't need anything prior to that. Who cares if it was dealings with Jabba the Hutt? Do you really care?
No.
Who cares that he left the Empire? He was a pilot and they kicked... Like, it doesn't matter. None of it matters.
Right.
Anyway. So we got to go into that. That comes out in May. We'll see how that goes.
Terrible.
But they did show a new Infinity War trailer. And that looks amazing.
Infinity War, what's that?
The Avengers.
Oh.
That looks amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Except I don't like the CGI on what's his name?
Thanos?
Yeah.
So I think he looks fine.
Doesn't he look like Homer Simpson a little bit?
Like a purple Homer Simpson?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. I don't mind the look that they give him. I mean, they made him kind of look like Josh Brolin, who's the actor who's playing him.
Oh, okay.
So they tried to kind of give him like his face. You could see it.
Yeah,
I'm fine with the way he looks. I think this movie's going to be epic. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
It's been 10 years building up to this. Yeah, I think like Iron Man was 2007. So it's been 10 years in the making of this thing,
It better be good.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Better be good.
So we got a glimpse of that. So that was pretty cool. And recently so you always haven't been into wrestling, right?
No.
I've kind of gotten you into it.
Yes.
So I got you into some knowledge that all wrestling fans should know.
Yes.
I showed you one of the best rivalries in WWE history. We watched a documentary of Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
What did you think of that?
Yeah, it was
You
good.
learned stuff that you didn't know.
Yeah, like I kept calling them Bret Michaels in general because I don't know who they were.
You do always call them Bret Michaels, yeah.
Yeah. I always get them confused, so. But yeah, no, it was cool to watch their little rivalry and talk about it, and because you don't know, like, you know, in these shows, like, is that real, is it fake? And even like, you know, when we were watching the documentary, I even had to ask you, because I guess there's a scene where like Bret Hart actually goes up to Vince McMahon,
right.
And he's like kind of almost choking him.
Pretty much.
And I was like, is that real? And Kevin's like, yeah, actually, that one's real.
It pretty much was real. So these two really hated each other in real life. You know, I know they were trying to be kind of friendly.
Yeah.
And say, you know, we were friends at one point. Yeah, maybe they were for like
Cordial
with each other, but they really hated each other, these two. I mean, that was a time when wrestling was very competitive and you were competing for the top spot, and these guys were competing for the top spot. So
which I was confused when they were talking about, you know, competing and all this. I guess it was just like, oh, could you know, are you talented enough to like hold a top spot?
Yes.
Because when they were like, oh, we're competing, and you know, if you didn't win things, you didn't eat. And I was like, well, it's all predetermined. So, but now it makes sense to me because it's like, oh, well, you're trying to show off your talent and show how great you are, and then you can hold this top spot and get people to like you or not like, you know, not like you if they want to be a heel or whatever. It was good. It was a good documentary.
Right. I mean, the wrestling, yeah, it's predetermined, but the determination is determined. It's kind of a tongue tie there, by how well you're doing. So yeah, there's not really winning or losing per se according to the matches.
Just the fans like you.
Yes, are you getting over with the fans, and then that determines if you start winning matches, and then that determines getting the top spot. Mm. So I wanted to show you that, increase your wrestling knowledge a little bit.
Yeah.
Show you the appreciation. Good. I know you like the real stuff. You like when
when
you get the real stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, I love all like the documentaries. But I do now. I want to watch that match that they did.
The 60-minute Iron Man match, or
I don't know about that one. But I guess that would be cool to watch because the
Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah, that one too.
Oh, you want to watch that one? Okay.
That's the one I really want to watch. Is the Montreal one.
Okay.
And, yeah, I guess that they dubbed that one as like one of their best, don't they?
I think not the Montreal one.
No, the other one.
The 60-minute Iron Man, yes.
Yeah, I guess we could watch that too.
Okay.
I don't know how much of that I could watch, but I guess we'll give it a shot.
It doesn't, with that match, it doesn't seem like 60 minutes.
Oh, really?
No. I mean, remember Charlotte and Sasha Banks did it.
Yeah, and that was
It doesn't seem like 60 minutes.
Yeah.
When you have to have good wrestlers to do that.
Yeah, it's true.
Guys who can entertain and who are, first of all, very good shape, because going 60 minutes is not easy. It's very tiring.
That's true. Their match didn't seem like 60 minutes.
No. So if you have two good wrestlers, it doesn't seem like 60 minutes. It's very entertaining.
Okay.
Because they keep it going. So it's a very good match, so we should watch it.
Okay.
But I'm glad I've been able to increase your wrestling knowledge and show you some of the intricacies of the business side of it and how these guys are really competing with each other.
Yeah. No, they're good. I love the documentaries. There's going to be a Andre the Giant one that I'm looking forward to.
I'm very excited for that. HBO is doing that, I believe.
Yeah.
It's this guy, he used to work for ESPN, and then he helped start Grantland.com, which is like a website with a bunch of sports, and they do all kinds of articles. But Bill Simmons, who I like a lot, he's leading that with the Andre the Giant documentary. So I think it's going to be very good. Andre the Giant was before my time, a little bit. So obviously I know about him with WrestleMania 3 when he fought Hulk Hogan and all that. But it's going to be cool to see early stuff. And stuff that I'm not, I wasn't around for, and learn a little bit more about Andre the Giant.
I only knew Andre the Giant from movies.
Princess Bride?
Yeah, Princess Bride. A few other things. I think I knew he was a wrestler.
Everyone knew Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I guess I knew he was a wrestler. Yeah, I knew him and obviously Hulk Hogan. And
growing up you only knew a few wrestlers.
Yeah, Macho Man. And then once we got into the Attitude Era, I knew who Stone Cold was.
You knew who The Rock was, right?
I knew The Rock.
And surprisingly, which this one kind of surprises to me, you knew who The Undertaker was.
I did know who The Undertaker was. I don't know if we had, because we had friends that were really into wrestling, and I think one of them must have had, either the video game or a magazine or something, and The Undertaker showed up, and I was like, whoa, that guy's cool.
Yeah, that was it.
I
thought that was kind of crazy for a person who really doesn't know anything about wrestling. You didn't grow up with anybody who really watched wrestling or anything, and you knew The Undertaker.
Yeah.
Because obviously Hulk Hogan's everybody knew Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Macho Man's an interesting one, but I guess you probably knew him from Slim Jim commercials.
Yeah. That was the only reason I knew who he was from that.
Andre the Giant you knew from the movies.
Yeah.
But Stone Cold and The Rock were everywhere at that time.
Yeah. And obviously I knew who John Cena was.
Right, John Cena, right.
Everybody, I didn't, and that was it.
And then
the Bellas.
You knew the Bellas?
Yeah, because they were just with the diva thing.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not true.
No, I was gonna say I don't think you knew them. You didn't know them until I started showing you wrestling.
True. Yeah, that's true. I didn't really know who the Bellas were.
But I just thought it was interesting. You knew who the Undertaker was.
Yeah.
Because if you're not a wrestling fan, I can see how you wouldn't know who the Undertaker was.
Yeah.
He's not really plastered everywhere like The Rock and John Cena and all that. He was never very vocal or anything. So
that's why I said there must have been somebody growing up that we were hanging out with, and I must have saw it and just thought, because I liked all that Halloween,
and you kind of thought he was he's almost kind of
goth,
metalish.
Yeah, he's just cool.
Kind of a metal character.
I like that guy, so I knew who he was, and that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. That's it on my wrestling knowledge.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now it's extensive.
Yeah, now I actually know these people.
I mean, I consider myself a wrestling historian.
Oh, my
and I'm passing my knowledge on to you.
You're silly.
I'm like an encyclopedia.
Oh, my God.
I'm so proud of how much of your wrestling knowledge you've increased.
Oh, I'm glad you're proud of that.
I can say somebody and now you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
And you sit there and you watch the pay-per-views with me.
Yeah, I do. Well, they're fun. They're fun to watch.
That's a true wife, listeners.
Oh, my God.
Who sits there and watches wrestling with you.
Well, a lot of the times I'm just kind of watching for the guys, but that's okay.
You are very mean and bad when watching.
Well, I'm going to be forced to watch naked men rolling around on the ground. I'm not supposed to look at that. Just like when they bring
not
out
from
the
that
girls.
point of view. I don't say anything when the girls come out. I watch them as wrestlers.
Some of them are very, very attractive.
I appreciate their craft. I don't sit there and say all kinds of.
Yeah, but that's because they're now real wrestlers, so they're not like these. I mean, they're still beautiful, but
yes, that's right.
But they actually can wrestle now.
But you sitting on the couch, and especially when certain wrestlers like Roman Reigns come on,
yeah,
you get very bad.
Well, I just say he's hot, and then I move on from it because he's not that good. I don't think he's that great of a wrestler, but he's hot.
No, he's pretty lame.
We'll give him that.
He's pretty lame. Okay, baby cat's heard enough. She said that's it. There she is, complaining again like usual.
As per usual.
So we're going to end it here.
Yep.
Anything else you got left to say? Because we're not going to touch the Eagles and the Super Bowl win anymore. That's it. It's over.
Well, let's play it one more time, then. Ding, 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 ding. Kevin loves the Eagles.
No, I don't.
We love the Eagles. They're the greatest team in the NFL. Yes, they are. The Giants suck. We're gonna beat them next year. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to the Super Bowl 2019. EAGLES.